Hello everyone, BoxTar here, once again to show off another fun little plugin we got here. Today we have the Vampire mod. Woohoo! With this mod, you can be a vampire, and there are several advantages and disadvantages to being a vampire. I'm going to warn you ahead of time about a couple of things. A, there will be chat going there. Unfortunately, to show you the commands, I gotta leave chat on. So if there's anything weird or dramatic happening in chat, I apologize ahead of time. And two, this is a bit tougher than the werewolf plugin. The werewolf plugin was a bit more straightforward. The vampire one has a little bit more like, this is kind of good, kind of bad thing going on. So I'll kind of be going in a weird order. Just be patient with me. I'm doing my best here. So, let's just start off with the good things that you get with a vampire. Alright, well, the first thing, good like, everybody will think this is a good thing kind of thing, is the buffs you get. You get high jump, as you can see here. I am able to jump 2 blocks high. I believe this is 2 blocks. Also, you get a little bit of a speed boost, and I think you get a damage boost as well. I'm not 100% about the damage boost, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. You also regenerate rather quickly, but instead of like, okay, I'll try to explain this as best I can. You do not lose hunger. You do not. You do not lose hunger on a regular basis. The only time you will ever lose hunger is if you get hurt. If you get hurt, it will actually drain your hunger in exchange for food. Your food, basically, when you're a vampire, your hunger bar is basically your blood bar, as weird as that sounds. So that determines kind of how much health you have. Kind of an odd sort of way of thinking about it, but it basically means you got double health. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not good at math. Another cool thing is you get night vision, just like a werewolf, but vampires can have it day and night. They have it basically infinitely. Turn that off real quick. Oh, I can't yet. Cool down. Come on. There we go. Alright, let me look through. Actually, if you hear paper, I have a booklet where I wrote all this stuff down, so be patient with me. You can also do a thing called Bloodlust, which is where you go into like hyper mode and you get all these crazy buffs and you're like, I'm insane. I won't be showing that off until the end because there are some downsides to Bloodlust as well. So, now, what are the cons, you may be asking? Those are some pretty cool buffs, and I suppose that's all well and good, but what else? Well, before we get into that, there's one more thing I gotta add, because, you know, I forget things a lot. There's also the ability to turn into a bat. I don't think you'd be able to see it cosmetically for me, but basically what it does is allows you to fly for 15 seconds, and mobs don't attack you. Also, mobs don't attack you. That's another good thing that happens. I'm sorry this is so scattered, but there's just so much. There's just so much that happens. Also, no fall damage because, you know, boosted jump, so you don't take any fall damage on the way down. So, I'm sorry if I keep adding things at the very end. This is kind of a clustered one just because there's so many things. It's like, oh yeah, you can also do this. Oh yeah, there's also that thing that you can do. So I'm pretty sure those are all the pros. I might bring up a couple more later on if I forget them, but, those are all the for sure good things. I got Hammy here for a reason. She's not just derping around for no reason. She's here. Now let's bring up some of the bad things. Alright, so some of the cons, well, there's basically 2 major things. One is that you are incredibly vulnerable to wooden objects, whether it be wooden tools, torches, signs, fence posts, sticks, just anything made of wood that isn't a wood block can kill you pretty fast. In fact, it does 3 times more damage than a diamond sword. That's not calculating in armor. Or maybe that is calculating in armor. I'm not good with the math. So, yeah. So basically, that's what wood does. So if you ever see somebody with a stick, run. Run for your life. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. So that's one of the major things. Also, another thing is there's a special thing, I'll show you, called holy water. Holy water is quite damaging as well. I'll explain more of the effects of it when we get into another big con of it, which is the sunlight. But I will do that towards the end. For now, I'm going to show you blood offering, and this is how you get your blood back. Because you can see I'm not recovering hunger, and I can't eat, so you're probably wondering, wait, you can't eat? How you gonna recover your hunger or your blood or whatever you decide to call it? You guy that can't make up your mind. Well, you know, I'm gonna tell Hammy right here to offer me some blood. This is how it works. This is how you get your hunger back. And she's just spinning around like a ballerina. Yep, there she goes. All right. Do the blood offer. Offer 4. Each little meat thing there is worth 2 of your hunger. So basically, I will show the commands towards the very end. Every single specific command, I will show it off towards the end. So I accept blood from Hammy, and there you go. Now I got full hunger, and that takes some of her hunger away. So that's basically how you get your blood back. Is you take it from other players or mobs. It also works with cows, sheep, etc., etc. Not violent mobs, though. That doesn't work. Only from peaceful mobs. What's there a sheep doing here? Do you just punch him? Do you just punch him? Alright, it's raining and nighttime. This might take a second. Sorry. Alright, I'm going to take this chance since it's nighttime and raining outside to show you where you can actually find that holy water I was talking about. So, there is a place in downtown called the Witches Guild. In the Witches Guild, there will be a bunch of these little Squidwards surrounded by vampire heads and all these various little heads. Look at these creepy looking heads. Aren't they kind of creepy? Yeah, I know. So, you go to the second guy, you click on him, and you go boop, 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 and for 5 gold ingots, you can get 5 sparkling potions. These sparkling potions are indeed holy water. These will, A, cure vampirism for anyone that isn't a full vampire, and I will explain that in a second, and B, will harm vampires in various ways. As soon as the sun comes up, I'll be able to show you the main deal with the sun and why vampires don't like it and all that nonsense. And no, holy water cannot be crafted. For those of you who think it is, it's not. It can't be. I tried. I tried many different ways. That doesn't work. I wish it did, but I don't. No fall damage! See? Isn't that nice? Ah, a new day. You know, the sunrise is a beautiful thing. Makes the sky all, you know, lit up and junk. It's very peaceful. Very peaceful. You know, I don't really appreciate things very often. And, you know, the sunrise is just one of those things you gotta take in. You really gotta love it. And as the world in front of me just decides to mystically appear for some reason, I don't know, it's just render distance and all that, I realize something really important. If only I could remember what it was. What was I doing? Was I recording something? Was I doing something? Was it important? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, right! Oh, yeah. Vampires don't do good in the sun. This might be an issue. This might be an issue. Oh! Oh no, that's a big ball of death in the sky. That's all the sun is a big ball of death. Okay. So we're going to go on to the next weakness here, and that is the sun. This is a major, major weakness of the vampires, is that we cannot go out in the daytime. It just don't work. You know what'll start happening? We're going to find out as soon as the sun is high enough and I'm in the right enough place. Like, oh, I don't know, right here. So I keep flashing to my inventory so much. It's just to show what happens because not all of it is visual. So now that it's sun up and it's daytime, it should start taking effect here in a second. We get a few minutes in the daytime just to find out where we need to go. Look at this speed and look at this jump. Also night vision. Oh, it's just so much. The only weakness is this dang flaming ball of horrible that hangs above us. Not 24/7. 12/7. 12/7? Is that a phrase? Can that start that being a phrase? 12/7. 12 hours, 7 days a week. Not even really 12 hours when you think about it, because, you know, daylight changes a lot. You know, you really don't know these things sometimes. I'm wondering why the sun isn't affecting me yet. Like, I could stare at it and nothing's happening to me. I better not get too far away from shelter, though. That's probably not a healthy idea. Yeah. Man, this showcase is going really well, don't you think, guys? Post the comments below if you really hate when people say that, because I do. A lot. Even as a joke, like now it's getting to be an old joke. Like, I don't even know why I just said that. Now I hate myself. I hate myself, guys. I'm filled with self-hatred. And I think this is finally the episode where I lose my mind. What is down there? What is in here? What is down here? Is this a hidey hole? It's a hidey hole! Oh, here, it's starting. Oh, nausea. Okay, guys, there are different stages of vampire burning. First stage, you'll note right off the bat, and that's the nausea. Brrr, the nausea. Okay, that's the first stage. Whew. Now we just gotta wait for the second stage to happen. And again, sorry about switching back. I should just stay. Second stage is weakness. That's when, you know, you start to feel weak and you're like, oh god, the sun, it's making me sweat. Vampires shouldn't sweat. Oh no! It's bad for our complexions. Our shiny, sparkly well, maybe that's the whole reason why we're sparkly, is because we're sweating so god dang much. Did you ever think of that? Oh, now I have slowness. Oh, that's not good. That's the next stage. Third stage, you get slowness. It's basically, I'm basically dying, is what's happening. Is that my death is slowly approaching me. It just gets progressively worse over time. First, you know, slowness. First nausea. That's already bad enough, and now you can't hurt anything, and now you're really slow. And then something else happens, and yep, there's the blindness. And then you go blind, and you're like, oh god, well, now I'm in a constant state of panic and fear, because I can't, oh, now I'm on fire. Oh, okay, that's fun. That's nice. That's fun. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Can I not be on fire anymore? Am I not deep enough underground for you? Oh god. Oh god. Well, that's the sun for you guys. Oh, it's just terrifying. It's like something you always have to worry about is the sun. Oh no. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna cut back to something real quick. Hopefully this nausea wears off and I can get some like milk or something. Milk helps with nausea for some reason. I don't know why. That doesn't seem to make any sense. I would think that milk would make nausea much worse, but what do I know? I'm just an idiot. Alright, now we're back on the ground. Hooray! No more nausea. Well, yeah, still nausea and weakness, unfortunately. Now, after this nausea wears off, because I don't know if that messes up anything, I will show you the Bloodlust mode. Bloodlust. Bloodlust. Bloodlust! Ah! Okay. Nausea over? Alright, now I'm going to show you Bloodlust and how to activate it. Now, most of your commands, if not all of your commands, are under the /V moniker right there. If you ever would just want to see what the commands are, just /V, and it'll show you what they all are. I'm going to explain them myself. V/S, that'll show you what your infection is. When you're first infected with it, and I will explain how you get infected, that'll be the last part I will show you. It'll show you, you know, if your Bloodlust is on, if your infect intent is on. I'll explain what that is in a second. Combat damage, you know, it's up by 110%, so I basically deal more damage than I usually do. I don't know what irritation is. That's a bunch of math and crap that I don't understand. I guess that's the intensity of the sun, and then that's something, and then that's how much armor I'm wearing, and that kind of reduces the chance of me burning, kind of, and then -20 base, whatever that is, and then I don't get it. math is not my thing. I don't understand. Plus it tells you what the temperature is and your night vision. So if you're ever worried and you're ever figuring out how hot you are, or if you're going to start burning pretty soon, just do /VS and you'll be able to see what's going on with you. Now, VI, or V intend, is basically your ability to infect other players. If you want to turn other people into vampires and kind of be a jerk about it, just turn on your intend skill, and it'll increase the amount that you intend your infection risk. It doesn't raise by much. For me, it only raises by 0.2%. Maybe if you've been a vampire longer, your intent can go up. I don't really know. I just keep mine off because I really don't want to bug people with it. So I'm just going to keep it off for a second. Night vision is the same. It's just /VN. I'm going to wait a couple seconds so the cooldown's over. Oh, I didn't wait long enough. There are cooldowns, just because so you don't start spamming a bunch. There's the night vision. Boop, 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 boop. It's light in here. Dear God, it's bright. My eyes hurt. Alright, now, how do you offer blood is the next one. As I showed before, Hammy was showing up. Why is she... She was offering blood. Well, this is how you do it. V/O. Now, both humans and vampires can offer blood. In fact, I'll show you something real funny here. I'm going to offer myself my own blood. I drank some of my own blood. Oh. Hammy, stop. Next is the accept command. Now, if somebody offers you blood, you don't automatically take it. It's not like, oh god, now I have blood, and oh, what do I do with this? No. You actually have to accept by doing /VA. So if you see that command down there, you can choose to accept it. If not, just ignore it, and you don't have to take the blood. And finally, one more thing is V shriek. You make a gas sound. That's all it does. That's all it does. Is you shriek. I'll do it again to freak out Hammy. Oh, I gotta wait 19 seconds. It does have a pretty intense cooldown, just so you don't start spamming it and annoying the heck out of people, because that would be annoying. It would. Next, there's the bat form. It's /cast bat form /C bat form. You can only do it at night, and you must have 5 redstone, 5 lapis, and 4 health to do it. 4 of your hearts. That's the only way you can actually activate your bat form. Keep that in mind. Anyway, those are all the commands. Now I'm going to show you Bloodlust mode, how to activate it and such. You do /V, and then you put a B in there, or spell out Bloodlust, whatever you want to do, whatever. And then you hit that enter button and bam! Bloodlust mode! Bloodlust mode! I'm super fast! I'm super jumpy! Your speed goes up by 3. It doesn't show you here. Your speed goes up by 3, your strength goes up by 2, and your jump goes up by 5. I wish I could show you in this cavern. Oh my god. Oh, try it out for yourself sometime. It's incredible. It's just insane, Bloodlust mode. Now, as you can see, my hunger is actually going down now. Hunger is determined by the distance that you actually walk. The only way to turn it off, I think, is to wear off. Oh wait, no. It goes. You can actually turn it off, and then I can get blood back from Hammy. So that's Bloodlust mode. It basically makes it so you just go really intensely. And by your hunger going down by your running, I mean this. It's like, by that I mean with distance running, and sorry if that was a weird edit, for every 10 blocks you run, you lose 1 hunger. And by 1 hunger, I mean half a hunger bone thing. I just want to make that clear, just in case it isn't. That's basically what happens. For every 10 blocks, you lose a hunger. And so, say you ran 40, you lose 4 of your hunger. Or 2 full hunger. I mean, God, that's annoying. You know what I mean. You've played Minecraft. You understand. You're watching this. You understand. Alright, now to show off how to become a vampire and how to get rid of being a vampire. Alrighty, next thing we have here to show off is how to become a vampire in the first place. There are several methods. The method that I used is going to a dark altar. There are dark altars downtown. I use my own personal dark altar that I have in my town. It is basically made with 2 diamond blocks, I think about 15 to 20 obsidian, 5 dead bushes. Those are shrubs, don't be fooled. The dead bushes are on the outside. And a gold block. Oh, and 5 cobwebs. They're on the outside. See? Yeah. If you put all those together and you right click on the gold block, you become a vampire. Oh, you also need to have on your inventory 10 gunpowder, 5 bones. It'll tell you when you click the gold block. It'll tell you what you need. Unfortunately, it's not going to tell me. But that is basically what you need to do is create a little dark altar. It can just be like in a little obsidian hut with these things right here, the dead bushes and all that. So there you go. That's how you make a dark altar. That's also one way. Another way is to drink vampire blood. Is a vampire offers you blood. Now, for some reason, when I did it with somebody, it didn't quite work. I wasn't sure if we were doing it wrong or something, or if you just needed to bottle the blood. I'm not sure. Also, I will show off bottled blood too. Also, being attacked by another vampire in PvP obviously will give you the vampire infection. Now, as you saw before, the vampire infection rate is pretty low for me, but if you have somebody that has a higher rate for some reason, that happens, then, most likely you're going to get the infection more likely. So you can always go up to another vamp and go, hey, can you infect me? And they can be like, yeah, sure. Bonk, 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 and then you can be like, thanks. I mean, my femur's broken, but at least now it won't matter now that I'm part of the undead. Appreciate it. Hopefully it'll work, or else you just have a broken femur. And those, I've heard, are quite painful. Alright, next up, I gotta show off the bottled blood. Pardon the lag. It's really laggy in this area for some reason. Bottled blood looks like this. This restores your hunger. Now, how do you get bottled blood? Beats me, I just have this. I believe it's sold in various places downtown, but you just take it, you drink it, nom 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 nom. And look at that, my hunger's all back to normal. Just in time. So that is the use of bottled blood. If you ever find any, or if you ever buy any, that's what it's used for. I don't know, maybe if a normal player drinks a bottled blood, they might have a chance of turning into a vampire, but, I'm not 100% on that, so don't take my word for it. If it doesn't work, don't blame me. Now, one last thing I'm going to show you. Is you're probably wondering, hey Box, I'm tired of bursting in flames all the time. I really don't want to be a vamp anymore. And I'm like, I understand. Don't get discouraged. I mean, for God's sakes, you're a creature of the night. When you go mining, you are unstoppable. You don't need torches anymore. You can just mine. You have night vision. You can jump really high. You can fall off the tallest building and not get hurt. Doesn't that sound cool? Isn't that worth not being able to go outside in the sun? No, you might say. And I'll be like, okay, well, that sucks for you, bro. But not really. The way to cure vampirism is you go to a light altar. Once again, I have one constructed in my very own town. I've been told it looks like a clown building. Oh well. You left-click the lapis and it'll tell you what you need. I need a water bucket, a diamond, 20 sugar, and 20 beets. I need 20 beets. 20 wheat. I'll be right back with all those things. I'll go ahead and do a jump cut right here. Alrighty, now that I have all the materials, I'm ready to become human once more. Now remember, there's no going back unless you just want to go to the dark altar and become one again. It doesn't take a diamond every time, but it does take a diamond to revert back to normal every time. So I'm just going to right-click it. Here goes vampirism. Oh! Oh! Vampire spread. You are neither vampire nor infected with the dark disease. Forgot to show off holy water. Basically, holy water has the effect, it basically has a sun effect. It'll basically bring you up to like blindness in no time. I'll have you burning. Oh god, it feels weird to jump only like that high now. Oh man. Oh god, I feel like such a wuss now. I can't even fall like probably 2 blocks without going, oh my legs. So, well guys, that's about all there is to show with vampires. I may have missed a few things. Sorry I couldn't show off everything to their full extent. Just, the time of day really starts to mess with you after a while. Hope you enjoyed. If there's anything I missed, feel free to comment and tell me what it is, because I tried to get everything. And again, I apologize for this being so scrambled and all over the place. That is usually just my brain. It just does that. A lot of people just kill themselves. A sad day. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful life. Do what you do. Do what you do. Do what you want to love. Do what you want to love. Because that thing that wants to be loved most likely wants to be loved. And most of all, don't listen to me. Wait.